Looking at the USO today, the numbers tell part of the story of the success of our mission. More than 7.7 million visits to USO centers in 2009. That's 7.7 million opportunities to impact a life or lift someone's spirits. There were more than 1,000 plus volunteer hours. That would equal 480 people working full-time for an entire year. Our paid staff has grown to 400, with much of that growth in our centers in Southwest Asia, Germany, and the States. We have 145 USO centers throughout the world, divided into 4 operating regions: the US, the Pacific region, which includes Japan, Korea, Guam, and Hawaii; the European region, which is made up of Germany and Italy; and Southwest Asia, which includes our centers in Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, Dubai, and Qatar. All told, there are 23 states with USO centers in 11 different countries. When you view the programs module of your orientation, you'll see some of the innovative ways the USO has expanded its reach and extended its programs to meet the needs of today. Entertainment represents about 20% of the USO goodness provided to troops and their families. From the early Bob Hope days, this has been an aspect of the USO that has helped ingrain the organization in the hearts and minds of the public. During 2009, the USO produced an amazing 72 tours. That's more than 1 tour a week. 157 entertainers or celebrities donated their time to the USO. When you view the entertainment module in your orientation, you'll gain a better understanding of the types of tours the USO produces. An important aspect of being a nonprofit is fund utilization. Part of what makes the USO a strong nonprofit with an excellent reputation is that the money raised truly goes to programs and services. In fact, 89 cents of every dollar raised goes directly to programs. That's an important statistic that we all impact. You will frequently hear the expression that we are all expected to be good stewards of the donor dollar, which means that we all have an obligation to maximize our resources and minimize waste or excess. In your job, that could mean making sure that supplies are purchased in a cost-conscious manner or not wasted at the center. Or it could mean that you help seek donations in kind for an event. What is important is that we each, in the scope of our jobs, act in a fiscally responsible manner. The USO will continue to expand the scope and reach of our programs and services. Be it through advancing technology or changing world conditions, the USO will evolve to meet the changing needs of active duty military and their families. There will be opportunities for the USO to lead partnerships with other organizations whose mission is also to support the troops or the wounded warrior. For example, the USO today supports the Road to Recovery rides and Operation Proper Exit tours by partnering with other nonprofits. We will continue to look for partnerships through which we can extend our mission delivery. The USO will also continue to be more mobile or virtual, taking services to those areas where we do not even have a physical facility. Be it through USOs in a box delivered to the front lines in Afghanistan, or a video cast of a live concert across nations, there are visionary ways the USO will deliver a touch of home where and when it is needed. Educating the public about the goodness the USO delivers is part of maintaining our strength as a nonprofit and our sustainability as an organization. You will see communication strategies introduced to help ensure that the USO is the way America supports the military and their families. Through the following questions, let's review some of the pertinent facts about the USO. After each question, I'll give you a moment to jot down the answers before revealing them. So let's see how you do. The questions are based on information reviewed in this presentation, information found on the USO website, and information shared in the video presentations you would have viewed. Question number 1, and I hope this is an easy one to start with. In what year was the USO founded? That's right, 1941. What war was going on at that time? I hope you got that one right as well. It was World War II. Who was the president at that time? FDR. During which war was the USO revived or reinvigorated to serve the troops? That was during the Korean War. And this is a milestone in the history of USO service. When was the first time, or during which war was it, that USO centers were located first in combat zones? The answer to that question is during the Vietnam War. We referenced this earlier in the presentation. What does it mean to be nonprofit? The USO is funded by donations and one grant. We have an obligation to spend money in a fiscally responsible way on the programs and services that we solicit donations for. Currently, 89 cents of every dollar goes to programs. To have several corporate strategic partners who also help with the funding of our programs and services. Can you name a few of our corporate strategic partners? To name a few, there's Coca-Cola, Tri-West Healthcare Alliance, Lockheed Martin, Microsoft, and AT&T. How many centers does the USO have? We have 145 centers. Of course, that does include our mobile units. This question relates to the centers located in the stateside region. What is the difference between a chartered center and a direct report center? A chartered center is a center operated by a USO affiliate, a nonprofit organization independent of the USO parent, but that carries forth the mission of the USO. Of course, to those of you who use our centers, this technicality should be transparent. We all are one USO. What percentage of our total services provided does entertainment represent? That's 20% of what we do. And of course, some of our current celebrities donating their support to the USO include Trevor Romain, Toby Keith, Robin Williams, Gary Sinise, the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, Sesame Street Live, and Saving Abel. Who is the honorary chair of the USO? The honorary chair is always the sitting president of the United States. And now our last question with the highest degree of difficulty, is what do the 6 stars on the USO logo represent? The 6 stars represent the 6 private organizations FDR originally challenged to provide for the morale needs of the troops. Those organizations were the YMCA, the YWCA, National Catholic Community Service, National Jewish Welfare Board, Travelers Aid Association, and the Salvation Army. That wraps up our question and answers. As you progress through your training, be sure to learn about the history of your own center and your region. Your manager and your co-workers can provide you with a wealth of information. In conclusion, congratulations on joining the USO. We wish you much success in your new position.